Let's put aside high grade, top score, and brilliant achievement for a moment. I believe that every person who is sitting here at this auditorium have experienced rejection at least one time in their life. So what is rejection anyway? According to Oxford Dictionary, rejection is the dismissing or refusing of a proposal or an idea, which is very true. Sometimes I want to contribute to group projects and end up being ignored. Other times, I've experienced the feeling that my school application is not good enough, so that it is rejected. And there are even times that I have had a crush on someone and end up being turned down. Basically, I believe we have all experienced many different forms of rejection, and to be honest, it is definitely not a comfortable feeling. We try our best, we spend our precious time proving ourselves, and what we receive is disappointment. But what if we confront it? What if we confront a rejection in a completely different way or a completely different attitude? How would that behavior look like? So rejection happens in every aspect of life, and at some point, we have all experienced it, regardless of age. I remember when I was a little kid, 5-year-old kid, I was refused by my parents after I repeatedly asked for a collection of dinosaur robots. When I heard my parents say no, I was completely distressed. I kept begging and attempting over and over again, but the answer always remained no. With completely disappointed, I ended up skipping dinner and my favorite ice cream dessert that afternoon. Growing up a little bit, we start to think more about our future, our life, and what we want to achieve. And yes, as I mentioned before, we still experience some kind of rejection regardless of age. I remember spending my entire winter break working on my essays and school application. And 2 weeks after that, I received an email start with, "Thank you for applying, but..." And apart from schooling and education, we also learn more about how the sense of rejection through dating. Just imagine when you go on a date and somehow your partner turns you down. Think about how that feels. Interestingly enough, my friend once told me that he had been turned down on his first date, and he spent almost a week analyzing what he did wrong. I then realized that the more we grow up, the more we experience many different kinds of rejection. Whether the rejection we experience is large or small, it always hurts, and that is the thing that always remains constant. And it usually hurts more than we expect it to. However, other than feeling insecure or feelings that drain your energy, what if we confront it with a completely different attitude? So we all know that there is negative effect of rejection. It hurts, of course. It damages our mood and self-esteem. However, those rejections do not define who you are, but rather you define who you are. When receiving a setback or rejections, it's always difficult. But these are the opportunities when I learn the most about myself. I start to look back and do some self-reflection. I now understand more about myself, my weaknesses and how to improve it. For example, I remember playing with my friend at the school league and we lost at the quarterfinal round. However, we did not blame each other about the result. Instead, we sat back and have a chat about what was going on the match. I also had a chance to look at my mistake when cooperating with the other members of the team. I received such valuable feedback, and at that moment, I realized that losing or being rejected said nothing about my ability to grow and improve in the future. Luckily enough, we have all have a choice in which way we're going to confront the rejection. And as refer to my 5-year-old self, when I asked my parents for the toys, I realized that the word no is just an answer to a question. And for me, I choose to treat rejection with positivity. Thank you.